Yo, what's going on, everyone? Dan the Glassman here, and this is Fingerboarding. Trying to ollie over this skateboard here. Oh, there it goes. Got it right there. All right, you guys. So check it out. So I didn't realize that this live even started. I was still setting things up, and I was like, "Oh, look, it's live. We're already in for a whole minute." And let's just try this out and see how this works. So this is a fingerboarding. My first day learning how to fingerboard, learning how to do ollies, and learning how to trying to figure out how to fingerboard, guys. So this is something that's been around for a really long time. So a lot of you guys don't know, but I used to be a skater way back in the 80s. So probably let me think, about 87 was probably when I got my very first skateboard. Maybe 86. So my very first skateboard was actually an Action Sports. It was a really heavy board, one of those ones you get from like Kmart or something like that, And they had the Action Sports boards, and they were, really big, bulky boards, maybe even bigger than this here. They weren't the newer style, the slender, the trick boards, right? They were more flatter, and so the old school skateboards, they had a little bit different feel to them. They didn't even have a nose kicked up or anything compared to these days, where you got the nose, the tail, and so yeah, back in when I was, I'd say about 11 or 12, I got my very first skateboard, and I started skating then. I had Action Sports skate, and it just so happened that our neighbor, apparently he was a really good skater. I didn't even know this. And one day he saw us out skating, just a bunch of little kids out there on the street skating. And he walked over. Like, we were right on the corner, and his house was like on this side. So it was like kind of on the back or the side of our house. And he walked through our yard, I remember, and he was carrying these decks with him. And he gave me and my stepbrother, I don't know if my younger brother was skating at the time, but he gave me and my stepbrother these brand new decks. He gave my stepbrother a Christian Hosoi deck, which was very similar to this. It looked like almost like a rocket. And then he had the which, remember Hosoi with the rocket air, you go up and then and then grab hold and bam, like that. There's a rocket air for you. And so I got the Pau Peralta Rip. That's the one where you see the skull coming out, and he's ripping out of the board. And so and it had all the stripes and everything. And so I would love to actually get myself one of those. This here is actually, I believe, a Tommy Guerrero, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I didn't even look it up to check, but I do believe this is an old Tommy Guerrero from what I remember when I used to be a skater in the 80s. So I'm old school skater. I skated until, high school days, and then, I got into other different things in high school. And I kind of put my skating days behind me for a while, and then I picked it up a little bit, and then it was, it wasn't as I didn't skate as hard as I used to when I was like in middle school and my first year is freshman year in high school. What's funny is I had a friend who came by recently, and we haven't seen each other since like seventh, eighth grade, when we were actually in middle school skating together. And this is the first time that we've hung out in years. And he was telling me how he remembers, like everyone knows Dan the Glassman. Well, he didn't even know me as Dan the Glassman. He knows me as Dan Garduno. And he's like, everyone knows Garduno as like one of the best skaters. And I'm like, not these days. So But yeah, back in the day, I used to be pretty good when I was a younger kid, and then I put away my board. You know, when I got into other things like playing guitar. I think I picked up the guitar when I was a freshman in high school, so probably about in 1990. So a few years later, I picked up the guitar, and I realized, you know, if I'm going to be skating and playing guitar, I might actually injure myself. So I pretty much put the skateboard away so I could learn to play guitar, and then even after that, I started to blow glass and started to make all these really cool things and a lot of other different stuff, which, you know, I may actually attempt to make some glass wheels, which they might be the first ever of their kind. And then we'll see. Would you be able to actually ollie? Can you do any other tricks? So check it out, guys. So today I wanted to show you this. This gentleman here. So let me just turn you around here real quick. So this gentleman here, I believe his name is Matt. Let me just be 100% sure on that. I don't want to be wrong on that, but he's with Good Roads, and Good Roads Collective. So go on ahead and check him out. Goodroadscollective.com. Be sure to subscribe to him at Good Roads on YouTube. And this right here, this gentleman, he's actually the one I've been following on how to make a fingerboard. So as you can see, he's got all the real decks behind him, and you can see how tiny the fingerboards are. And he did a limited edition. I don't remember exactly how many. So, and if you want to support his channel, just make sure we get all his information there. So this was just posted up June 30th. So I saw this just like a couple days, or maybe a day or two later after he actually posted it. And I don't see his name. I'm pretty sure his name is Matt. I'm not sure. Yeah, see, so there's my 3 weeks ago. I love what you're doing. Thank you again for sharing. I've commented before that I'm new to this scene, the fingerboarding scene. I tried to purchase the blue one, but my payment didn't go through for some reason. It gave me, so yeah, so all that stuff. He replied back to me, and we figured out some things. So I did try to purchase the blue one. I don't know if he was able to get it to me or not. Oh, beautiful design, Chris, not Matt. Sorry, Chris. So beautiful design, Chris. All right. So looks like he's got quite a few followers and individuals there. They love what he's doing. And this was just put up about 3 weeks ago, guys. So um, this will show you how he makes it, making the limited edition board. This is episode 2, and then you got episode 1 right here as well. So yeah, these are really cool, and they are limited edition. I don't remember exactly how many he put out there. Let me see if there's a spot where he says. I think right there he talks about it. Oh yeah, so of 22. Oh, sorry. My computer's bad, guys. Our internet connection is bad. Oh, and then look, and we have ads. Sorry about that. So, world of fingerboarding. Let's get back to that. So, I've actually started a playlist on the world of fingerboards. So if you go to the Glassman's World, you can find the world of fingerboards, and there's a whole bunch of different videos here, how to make your fingerboard molds and all this stuff. And I do believe that Chris is the one that I was watching on how to make the molds and get these here. Yeah, Good Roads right here. So these are the molds. You can get all 3 of them for like $150 and then start making your own fingerboards and finger decks. So let's skip these ads here. Oh man, we didn't skip it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and skip. Jeez. Okay, so check it out. As you can see, he's got them numbered. Something of 22. I don't know how he numbered the about the colored one. ones. Oh, dang. I think he said, what, two of that? Is that what he said? Hold on. Hold on. Two. Two of the blue variants. So if I may have one of the two that he created. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Chris, I didn't mean to pause you on that. But Chris, thank you so much for commenting back to me and letting me know. Sorry, I should have turned around my camera real quick so you don't have to see our messy home. All right, so let's get this back over here set up. All right, you guys. So that's what's going on. So Chris from Good Roads Collective, he's the one who made this amazing, beautiful deck here. So we're gonna open this up. He's from Stamford, New York. As soon as I do that, okay, are you ready? And then the computer goes completely out. All right, so are you ready? Because I know I'm ready. I've had this in my hand since, I don't even remember, when did they ship this? Ship date on the 6th. So I ordered it probably like, the video came out on the 30th. I tried to order it like right away that day and wasn't able to get it. So because my payments actually were bad. And so I had to make sure I had enough funds and everything and get that in there. But here we go, guys. I'm so excited to see what this looks like. This, when I first got this package here, my wife was all excited. Oh, yay! I got my pen. She was like waiting for this like specialty pen for her crafting and stuff. And then she was like, that doesn't feel like my pen. What is that? Like, it's so small and so flat and so light. Like, what's in here? So I really hope that everything works out fine on this, that nothing was damaged or anything. Are you ready? Are you ready for the reveal? Here we go, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh. I can see the back as I'm pulling out the front. I can see the back. Look at that. I pulled it out with it straight up. Look at that. One of, does that say two? Are you kidding me? One of two. I have one of two, guys. That is amazing. Holy. Wow. That looks so cool. Okay, so I see what he was saying, like what he did with burning it and getting that in there. You know what I'm going to do is probably, I'm going to seal this again. And we're going to make this super, super smooth. But check this out. All right, so here you go. Good Roads. Thank you again, Chris. Thank you so much. And sorry, I probably should have trimmed my fingernails and cleaned them, but whatever. I'm a gardener. I was actually outside replanting some squash. So whatever. That's what happens with gardeners, right? We get dirty fingernails. But that's dope. All right, look at that. That's amazing. Check out that shaping. Oh, oh, oh. Does it got to pop? Can it pop? Can I pop it? Can you even pop it? All right, let's not mess up the bottom. You guys ready? You ready to see this? All right, Good Roads. Thank you so much. This is really cool. I don't know what's the top, what's the bottom. Is it like that? Well, how did he show it? Is it like that? I think it's like that. Oh yeah, because then it drips, I think. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that. That is so, so sweet. I cannot wait to switch these out here. So now the only issue is, being that I'm new to fingerboards, I don't have all the tools that I need. we've lost all the the little hand tool to get the nuts off, so we don't have the little wrench. I do have a screwdriver, so I might actually be able to swap out these trucks and wheels from the tech deck here and put them onto the Good Roads. At the same time, do I really want to skate this? This is a one of two. This is awesome. Like, I don't know. I may just start a collection here, guys. And and we may have Dan the Fingerboard Man. No more Dan the Glass Man. You know, it'd be cool is if I could actually make a glass fingerboard, but that's really thin. And then I go to ollie on it and just break it. All right, but I am, man. This is such nice work. You can feel how smooth it is. He really did an excellent job. I don't remember if it was 3 or 5 layers, but wow, that veneer, the way it's just laid flat, you can tell that the molds that he makes, these are really nice molds. All right, well, I just wanted to give a shout out to Chris over at Good Roads Collective, and I just wanted to finally do this unboxing. Such a beautiful deck. This is my very first one. You know, these decks, I believe this was like a $30. Don't quote me on that. It could have been like 27 plus tax or something like that. I don't remember exactly. But the deck alone is almost as much as what a deck is at a regular skateboard deck that I could skate on. A fingerboard deck. The process, the amount of work, the craftsmanship involved in making each one, it's so beautiful. It's completely worth it to me. You know, back in the day, of course, they had the real simple plastic, you know, mold injected pieces, and they were on a keychain, and so we'd go to, like, you know, the different skate shops, and then they'd have these boards with a little hole right through the center, and they'd have a keychain going through it, right? So you just have that on your keychain, and we started taking them off, and we would start actually using them as skate decks, right? And then they ended up making actual real pro decks, real fingerboard decks, and they actually have professional fingerboarders that are sponsored. And I don't know if Chris from Good Roads is a professional fingerboard uh, skater or not, but they have events around the world. There are fingerboard shops, like exclusive stores, brick and mortar shops for just fingerboards. I may be one of the first individuals who will start to carry fingerboards here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I'm gonna start making my own. I will be getting the molds from Good Roads Collective from Chris there, and we will be dropping that 150 for those three, and getting these. And wow, thank you so much, Chris. I really do appreciate it. I cannot wait to test this out. Although I don't even know if I want to put any trucks on here. I might figure out how to just make like some cool little wall hangers, and then we'll make a little wall display. Boom. We'll create a little mini house, and then we'll be like, look, check out this is my skate room here, and then I have my collection of all fingerboards in a little diorama room. I don't know. This is a whole new venture, guys, and it's just something fun. I can't really skate like I want to, like I used to, but now I get to learn, starting all over again, on how how do you actually do ollies? How do you do kickflips? I heard if you put your hand and your foot like that. Oh, there's a little trick there. It was almost a 360. There you go. Put your finger here, so like that, and then one over like that, and then you ollie, and it gives it a pop with a twist. But I gotta learn the ollies first. And I heard that these ones actually have more of a pop because they're real. So, but all right, I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. This is the unboxing. This is like day one, guys, of my experience here with fingerboard. So I'll come at it and bring you a lot of videos on me making them. Maybe even making the glass wheels. I don't know if that's even a possibility, guys. And then to make them all identical You know, that's gonna be crazy. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much, Chris. Good Roads Collective. I appreciate it. This is a one of two. I didn't realize that it was actually not part of the 22 series. I thought this was one of the 22. I got one of two. I that's awesome. All right. Thank you so much, Chris. And be sure to like and subscribe over at Good Roads Collective, or I believe it's just Good Roads on YouTube. And also, please like and subscribe to the Glassman's World. All right. Love and blessings. We'll see y'all soon.